Afternoon traders all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember the three pillars. We are trying to build a strategy and or a system. We are trying to understand how risk management works. And this was the echo. you know. And the big one, we are trying to understand how psychology works. Hello, time to shine. How are you? On this beautiful Tuesday, everybody, we are passed over the basic module, the beginner module, the intermediate module, and the advanced module. And remember, also 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. And the webinars are not investment or trading advice, everybody. Hello, Annie. And for homeworks and or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, or my LinkedIn contact. Everybody, what do you want today? Do you want that we continue with the trader psychology series, or do you want to see a chart or charts? Remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. So please type in the chat, do you want to talk about psychology or do you want to talk about charts? Okay, in the meantime, because I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, I'm going to read something. It's from the Dr. Van Tarp's book. And it goes like this: being out of the market means being out of the market. It's important to exercise, take a vacation, and even take a break during the day. Charts, please. What chart do you want? Time to shine. So everybody, are you taking vacations or are you taking a break during the day? Or are you staring at charts 24 hours? And when you do those things, do not take the market with you, everybody. Meaning, when you work, you work. When you play, you play. When you start worrying about trades that you might have missed and a thousand other possibilities, you are like a puppet on a string and the market is pulling your strings. If you take the market with you, then those parts of you that wanted the vacation or the break will disrupt your performance during those times in which you need to give your full attention to the market. Remember, you don't have to catch every move. There is always another opportunity. Everybody, don't take your laptops and your chart on vacation. Vacation is to rest, right? Don't stare at your cell phone in the gym. Go to the gym to exercise. Leave the cell phone at home. During the vacation, leave the laptop at home. And during your break, leave the laptop, leave the cell phone at home. Okay? Okay, AUD CAD. Let's check AUD CAD. Do you want the usual breakdown? Time to shine, and then we're going to check Euro New Zealand. Time to shine, do you want the usual breakdown? So, AUD CAD. Let's open the 4 charts. AUD CAD. AUD CAD, AUD CAD, AUD CAD. Remember, everybody, it's not about the chart. It's about your interpretation. Yes, sir. Okay. Anyone to... Time to shine. What's your idea? Are you long or short on AUD CAD? And Annie, what's your idea on Euro New Zealand? Are you long or short on Euro New Zealand? AUD CAD monthly chart first. Open. Let's check the weekly chart second. If the software is going to allow AUD CAD weekly chart. And remember, everybody, we talked about Euro GBP yesterday. These webinars are not trading or investment advice. Open template. You need to do your homework and be responsible. And remember, volatility is slowing down. AUD CAD, daily chart. There you go, and AUD CAD 2 hours. Okay, let's start with the monthly chart first. Wait for long. Okay. AUD CAD, we're going to, so we have 2 down Fibonacci's, right? AUD CAD, we have the down. Our direction is down, long term. We have down Fibonacci's, right? So long term direction is down. Time trend looks sideways right now, waiting for short. Yes, but remember, after the market makes a low, it must make a high, right? Everybody, if you're a beginner trader, Christmas time and New Year time is not the best time to trade, right? So what can we project? We can project short term. The market is going to go up or is still sideways, as you can see from the daily candles. Okay, still sideways. And talking about the indicators, well, the MACD is slowly closing. The two lines are coming together. So this is from the monthly chart. Let's check the weekly. We have a down Fibonacci, original one, and we have a sub D, sub ABCD, right? And we don't have a crown reversal, everybody, right? So this would be the left tip, center tip, and we don't have a crown reversal, not yet. Let me check the chart. This high was, let me increase the scale. So this high was at 91439, and this was 9136, 36243. So we don't have a crown reversal yet, everybody, right? And the market looks like sideways. As you said, time to shine, somewhere in here, right? And the first area is going to be this one, and the second area is going to be this one. So we have 2 areas of the sideways movement. Okay, now remember, everybody, when the market is sideways, counter trend lines doesn't work. I mean, they don't work. When the market is sideways, counter trend lines don't work, because the market is going to break it and break it again and break it again, you know, or maybe break it like this. Okay, but our projection is still the same. Short term, maybe we are going to go up. Long term, we need to go down. But until the market is sideways, we have a higher degree of technical risk about the direction, right? So let's see the daily chart. Daily chart still the same, similar to the weekly chart. We are sideways in here, clone. If you want to trade, you can trade this sideways channel, everybody. Remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. And the second area is going to be this one, more or less. What about the crowns? And so we have a down Fibonacci. Oh, the market hit the blue one, so we have a new ABCD. And there you go. Well, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this one. So this is the new ABCD. A goes to C, B goes to D. This is the new A. And this is the new B. Let me see. Okay. edit levels, not this one, custom default, no, so edit levels again. Okay, this is going to be Fibo 1, save like this. Okay, so let's see if you can make a new one. Oh great, it's working. So we are here right now. Just to understand, we can use original fibs on the higher time frame, then crown reversal fibs on the smaller time frame. Yes sir, yes sir. Just remember that the smaller time frame is the least important. Okay, everybody, if you have a crown on the 2-hour chart, on the 1-hour chart, on whatever chart, but you don't have a crown on the daily, what kind of technical risk are you taking? Time to shine. You have a crown on the 2-hour chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, but you don't have a crown on the daily. So how strong is your crown on the 1-hour chart? What is the probability of your trade being a successful trade? Right? So let's color code this in dark, and again let's make it like in here. So this is the right. You have this crown on the 1-hour, 2-hour chart, and you don't have a crown on the daily. What kind of technical risk are you taking, everybody? Mr. FXPassion, thank you, Victor. Thank you for the Mr. Victor. One question: are we will learn fundamental analysis is part of this course? No, sir. No, sir. No fundamentals. We learned everything about in the news trading. It's high, yes, weak. High risk if you enter on the 1-2-hour chart. Victor, my friend, listen to me, please. Okay? You are going to have different teachers and different mentors, you know. The Forex market is not, at least not most of the time, is not fundamentally driven. Prices are not moving up or down because the central bank increased or decreased the interest rate or or anything else. Victor, the Forex market is most of the time technically driven, not fundamentally. And you can check the charts. You can take an easy pair as USD JPY and you can study the chart, and you are going to see when the the Federal Reserve, increased or decreased the interest rate. The market didn't went in the same direction. I mean, the market didn't go to the expected direction. Okay, Victor? In my opinion, everybody, learning fundamentals is a waste of time. Okay, it's always, of course, it's always good to learn something new. It's always good to get new knowledge, right? It's always, I don't say not to study, everybody. I'm a pro-study person. I'm studying all the time. But if you think as a beginner trader that you are going to increase your performance or you are going to be a better trader if you study fundamentals, in my opinion, the answer is no. But if you ask somebody else, is going to say no, it's fundamentals, you know. It's my opinion. I have a friend who works in an investment bank, and they are 70-80% fundamental analysis, but they aren't making I cannot disclose the name, but they are not making, you know, sometimes they are making some pips, most of the time aren't making any pips, you know. You know. So, but you do what you like. Do what you like. You can reject what you don't like, no problem. Okay, so AUD cat. We are sideways, 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 sideways. Right? Oh, what are we missing? We are missing the contrarian Fibonacci. A to B, green goes to green, so we are still in the trade. The market didn't hit the extension, so short term we are expecting the market to go. Let's check some level of past resistance. So the market is going to hit, or so this is resistance number 1, resistance number 2, resistance number 3, resistance number 4. Those are all level of resistance. So sooner or later the market is going to hit one level of resistance or the other, and is going to change the short-term trend. Meaning it's going to move from making higher highs and higher lows from the daily, and it's going to start making lower lows, lower highs. And then this is where we are going to short the market. Until then, we are long. The market is making higher highs, higher lows. And we are also sideways. Trade what you see. It's a concept from a book that I don't remember. Okay, time to shine. Any questions about AUD CAT? If not, we are going to move on Euro New Zealand. It was Annie's request. Everybody type in the chat the currency pairs that you want to talk about. If not, we are going to continue with the trader psychology series. Okay, AUD CAD. Let's open Euro NZD, Euro New Zealand. Let's open the next Euro New Zealand and Euro New Zealand. Open. Awesome. You are awesome. Time to shine. You know who is awesome, everybody? Who is awesome? Awesome is every beginner trader that finally gets it and finally start to make consistent profits. This is awesome. When a beginner trader says, man, I got it, you know, and never looks back again. So beginner traders are awesome. Euro New Zealand. We the old guys, we are not awesome, believe me. We are just boring old guys, you know, talking the same story, you know, always again and again and again, you know, again the same concept, you know, the same strategy and the same, you know. So beginners are awesome, not the old ones, you know. Euro New Zealand daily chart. Okay, Annie, let's go. Euro New Zealand monthly chart. Let's talk about indicators and crowns, right? Okay. So you need to check the Forex platform time to time, everybody, because the A should be looking here. The consensus from other brokers is the level on Euro New Zealand. The consensus from other brokers is the area 1.85000. This is the B level. Okay? When you have a candle that it's too high or too low, check 5 different brokers. It doesn't matter the name, but check 5 different brokers and you are going to see where is the consensus. So the consensus from other brokers, it's not up in here as Forex is showing, but it's lower. Okay, so this is the A, B, Long term we are up, of course, and but the time being, everybody, we are locked in the sideways channel, and you should be short right now, if you ask me. And remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. And the market is moving inside these two bands, and also we are locked inside those two pivot points. The other day I asked you about US dollars in any explanation about what I have seen when the dollar go up, some currencies go down. How work that? Victor, are you talking about the US dollar index? The US dollar index measures the strength of the dollar against the other major currencies. So when the US dollar index is strong, most likely the US dollar is going to be stronger than other currencies, but it's not a rule. And if the US dollar index is weak, the US dollar most likely is going to fall against most of the currencies, but not all. Okay, Victor? And in everybody else, Euro New Zealand. So we are short right now. We are shorting until the lower band, right? And looking here, everybody, so we have a crown, right? We have a crown on the monthly chart, which is so powerful. Left tip, center tip, right tip. See the crown, everybody? We shorted the market up in here with the bearish candlestick formation from the daily chart. Sir, is that a crown fib at the A? No, it's not a crown fib. It's a normal Fibonacci. But it could be. Is it possible to show this in Forex dollar index? I don't have it. I don't have it in the instruments. I don't know. Some do, some don't. It should be any here like indices, but I don't have it. I have Australia, Chile, China, Deutschland, Spain. I have everything, but I don't have the US dollar index. I don't know why, but if you do have it, and it's going to be here. Some platforms that do have 17 indices, you know. Is it not a crown reversal on a bigger scale today? Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Let me check. Yes, it is. But the train has left the building. Yes, it is. So this was the entry. This was the entry. Time to shine. This was the entry. But the train has left the building. The train has left the station. So we're going to delete what is in the past, everybody, and it's not relevant anymore. Delete it from the chart. Okay. So what I'm doing, everybody, I'm trading this sideways channel. So I'm going long and short inside this channel. Okay, but I pay very close attention what is happening up in here and what is happening down here, because we have a crown, so it's very important for me to check in the lower band, and on the other side we have an up Fibonacci. But you have 1, 2, triple top, you know. So most likely we are locked inside this sideways channel until it breaks, of course. In my opinion, I don't have the crystal ball. Let's check the weekly. Indicators. Let's check the weekly. And let me see. So we are using the MACD to show direction. We have up Fibonacci's, we have an original Fibonacci going up, we have the Fibonacci of the confirmation going up, we have the contrarian Fibonacci going down, and we have the Fibonacci of the confirmation on the Fibonacci of the confirmation. So when the market is sideways, this happens, right? But sooner or later the market is going to show us, or it's going to break the contrarian Fibonacci, or it's going to break the Fibonacci of the confirmation. Until then we are sideways. Okay? So we are shorting the market and going long. So until here, up in here, down here, up in here. Okay? And you can do both, everybody. You can go short and you can go long, because you have all the Fibonacci's working its way, right? One more thing, Annie and everybody else. Monthly chart. Monthly chart. Oh, red, where is the red? A to B, B to C. Let me check something. A to B, the red is up in here, and no, not from the monthly. Let's see the weekly. From the weekly, let's compress the chart. A to B, red goes to red. Okay, we have still some space. And the daily chart, finally, we have a, so as you can see, everybody, we have a down direction right now. We have an up Fibonacci, original one, and we have an up Fibonacci of the confirmation, and we have a contrarian. Everybody, if you are going to use pivot points and support resistance and Fibonacci, this is how your chart should look like right now as beginners. You should have a daily chart, and you should have here weekly sub the extension, weekly sub the extension. When the market is going to hit or those two or those down here, monthly sub the extension, weekly sub the extension, the market is going to react. In the meantime, we are locked inside this channel, right? And as you can see, the contrarian Fibonacci aligns perfectly. The 618 is aligning perfectly with the lower band. Curious, huh? How the Fibonacci works. Yeah. I have a comment on the other streaming platform. You are not going to see this on YouTube. Somebody is saying, the same as God works in mysterious ways, the Fibonacci works in mysterious ways also. Yes, sir, absolutely correct. You know, the Fibonacci works in mysterious ways. So we are short until the lower band, and if in here we are going to see the change in the short-term trend on the daily, market is going to make higher highs and higher lows, then we are going to go back up again. The contrarian made a confirmed C. No, not yet. No, this is the contrarian. Let me check, edit, not this one. Okay, where you are? Here. So this is the contrarian. Time to shine. No, we didn't make a, we don't have a confirmed C. I just have the direction. Up and down, up and down. And of course, everybody, one of the big parts of trading is the trade management, everybody. If you shorted up in here, manage your trade. Why is that? Well, maybe it's time to pocket your profits. We have double bottom on the daily chart. Looks like we need to wait at the end until the end of the day. But if this is double bottom, then I'm out. Right? Trading is a probability game, everybody. Remember this always. You should check your probabilities. In the end, the market can do anything it wants, when it wants, for how long it wants. Okay, Annie? So short term we are short, long term we are long, and short term, medium term we are trading the sideways channel. Any other currency pairs, everybody, or we should move on the psychology part? You have original Fibonacci going up, then the contrarian is outside AB boundary. Yes, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Well, no, this Fibonacci is not outside. My A is here, time to shine, first arrow, and my B is up in here. So the contrarian is not outside, but sometimes it happens, everybody. There are no rules that says that the contrarian must be inside the AB boundary. Sometimes the contrarian starts outside the AB boundary. But this is how your chart should look like. Talking about indicator, the stochastic is in the sell zone and the MACD is giving us signal to go up. So we have contradiction, everybody, which means what? Slower swings, maybe sideways channel, you know. Okay, no questions, no more charts, so let's move on the psychology part. Serious traders, when they are out of the market, also participate in gatherings. The tribal hunters do their war dance together to prepare for the hunt. I've also noticed that traders tend to gather with traders of an equal caliber to tell their war stories. Average traders gather with other average traders. Nobody wants to hear this, right? But you should mix with, if you're a beginner trader, you should mix with profitable professional traders, not beginners, if you want to grow up. Good traders gather with good traders, and a few top traders in the world also tend to know each other and they meet together. The result of those gatherings is that traders tend to remain at their current level because they reinforce each other's beliefs about trading. If you are a beginner trader, everybody, what Van Talp is trying to tell you, if you're a beginner trader and you are thinking, oh, this is too hard, I'm too young, I'm too old, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, this market is impossible, and when you gather together with another beginner trader, you are going to reinforce your beliefs about trading. So, is anything strange that we have beginner traders trying to 3 years, 5 years, 6 years with no success? Is it strange though? If you every year or once a month you get together with the other beginner traders and you complain and you talk and you tell stories, you know, how you didn't make it, how the market is too hard, how the broker is against you, how this market is impossible. What are you planting in your mind, everybody? What are you telling yourself? I'm not a psychologist, right? But there is a saying that the subconscious mind cannot differentiate between what is real and what is not real. It cannot separate what is true and what is a fantasy. So if you are telling yourself that you are not capable, that you're a loser, that the market is too hard, that this game is impossible, that you don't have the time, guess what your subconscious mind is going to deliver to you once you sit at the trading table? Question for everybody: can you succeed as a trader if you have negative thoughts? What do you think, Victor? Time to shine and Annie. Can you succeed at this game if you have negative thoughts about or yourself, or about the market, or about FXPassion, or about the broker? Can you succeed if you have negative thoughts? What do you think? No, sir. Next question: if you know that you cannot succeed with negative thoughts, why do you keep thinking those negative thoughts? It's psychology, everybody. It's not the chart. I have a trader complaining, but it's true, I don't have the time and I don't have the money, it's true. It doesn't matter. Your subconscious mind, my friend, cannot see the difference between what is true and what is not true. So instead of complaining, oh, I don't have time, I don't have money, start saying, I have time, but I do not have, it doesn't matter. Start telling your subconscious mind, what do you want to see? It's difficult, of course, because from the childhood we are programmed to think about what we see, smell, taste and touch. Study Bob Proctor, everybody. If you are a beginner trader or a semi-professional, either way, if you are trying, everybody, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years and you are not successful, believe me, you don't need more charts, you don't need more courses, you don't need more teachers. You need to work only what is left. And what is left, everybody, is your psychology. Ask any trader around the world who is a professional trader and is profitable. Okay? And be aware, many traders are not profitable. They can be a professional because they are working in an institution and they are receiving salary. But talk to the professional, profitable traders. Be very careful, everybody. There is a lot of new traders coming out on the web and they are talking, oh, we are regulated institutional traders. This is not enough, everybody. Ask them to show you their performance, because some of them are just employees with a salary. But if you ask a professional, profitable trader, he's going to tell you, in the last instance, it's all about psychology. I know some of you are trying for 5 years, 6 years. I'm telling you, there is only one place left. It's psychology that you need to work on. You don't need more charts and systems and strategies, And as I said, it's difficult. Yes, it is. And this is the reason why 90% of traders all around the world, it's an average, 90% all around the world. Yes, you have brokers with 70%, failure rate 65, you know. But when you sum up all the world, it's 90% failure rate. Because it's difficult to introspect and work and build up our psyche. But it's all psychology in the end, everybody. I believe this we read, right? Most people are unaware of what they are trying to accomplish. We read this one, we read this one, we read this one, we read mental states, read this one, read this one. Chapter 1, commitment. The quality of a person's life is in a direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of their chosen field of endeavor. Vince Lombardi said that. So your quality, the quality of your trader's life is in direct proportion to your commitment to excellence. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but if you are not studying psychology, you are not committed to excellence. Everybody. You know, most of the beginner traders and semi-professional traders, they think they are committed, but they are not. If you are really committed to be an excellent trader, you should study and work upon your psychology. Remember, in the last instance, it's not about the chart, it's about your perception. So, if you want to be a professional, profitable trader, everybody, I suggest you that you commit to excellence today. Commit to excellence. Write on the paper, I commit to be or of being an excellent trader. I will do everything and anything in order to be excellent. And no more excuses. And as Annie says, it's difficult. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's extremely difficult, everybody. Now, the good point is you can do it. Trading is a learnable skill. You can learn being patient, you can learn being focused, you can learn being goal-oriented, you can learn being rule-oriented, everybody. Just commit to excellence. And stop spending your time with beginner traders. For the one who have kids, everybody, teach your kids to spend time with the better kids, stronger kids, more intelligent kids. You know, as Jim Rohn said, go where expectations are high. Everybody, believe me, if you would work for me, I have high expectations from my traders. And one is you are allowed only one mistake. Of course, when we talk and we explain everything to you, you know, nobody is perfect, of course, but you can make only one stupid mistake. On the second mistake, you are fired. Oh, but this is not fair, you know, this is not true, or this is not just. Well, you can go find and work for somebody else. And as Annie said, it's difficult. Next. Van Tarp is saying, I believe that each person produces the results he or she gets in life. This occurs in all aspects of life, but is especially evident in trading. The results you get in the market are exactly what you program yourself to get. And when we talk about programming yourself, everybody, we are talking about the subconscious mind. So when you're talking to yourself, you know, again, oh, the market is difficult, this game is impossible, you know, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, it's my broker's fault, it's my cat's fault. Guess what? How are you programming your subconscious mind? And the results you get in the market are exactly what you program yourself to get. Most traders battle the market for many years before they begin to come to this conclusion. It happened to me. It's called self-sabotage, everybody. I was self-sabotaging myself for 5-6 years. You know, it's normal. But sooner or later we wake up, right? More conservative investors seldom reach this conclusion. Yes, it goes to traders, it also goes for investors. In a sense, you are lucky because what happens to you in the market is a terrific mirror to what is going on inside your head. So if you are losing, and you are losing, and you are losing, and you are losing, be grateful. Because the market is telling you what is going inside your head. See, everybody, what Dr. Talp is saying. The market is not showing you what is on the chart, but the market is telling you what is inside your head. What do you think? How do you think? Are you aware or not? What is going on in your subconscious? People in other walks of life also have such mirrors, but they are not always so obvious. Everybody, this psychology series, the rules and the concepts are applied on all areas of your life. You know. Next, top traders have 4 primary beliefs about taking profits. Taking profits is equivalent to the predator's kill. When the predator acts, he must be quick and decisive. Thus, the first belief is that if market conditions change so that your reason for your trade no longer applies, then take your profits. Avoid being greedy, just react to the signals provided by the market. So how can we translate, everybody, what we are trying to understand in the psychology series is here. You know, this is the chart and we are teaching you trade what you see, right? Trade what you see. So, and there are many traders, they are not taking profits in here, you know, are greedy, and the market most likely can go up and up and up, and it's going to eat all your profits, and you are going to end at break even. And again, as Dr. Tarp is saying, it's all about psychology, you know. A second belief about taking profits is to do so when the market reaches your objective. So, when the market hits the D extension, take the profits. Or at least cancel and replace. You know, but don't be greedy, everybody. And greed is an emotion. And it's an emotion that comes from your way of thinking. Fear also, everybody. Be patient and allow the market to move toward the target. If you set your targets at extreme levels, then you probably don't give up much by taking your profits at those levels. In most cases, market conditions will probably change before your target is reached, so you can get out simply by acting when those occur. 5 more minutes, let's go. I cannot emphasize this point strongly enough. Most traders are looking for 100% returns or more on every trade. As a result, they overtrade, they risk too much capital on any given trade and end up going broke. Here is what some of the world's best traders say. Risk management is the most important thing to be well understood. Undertrade is my second piece of advice. Whether you think your position ought to be, cut it at least in half. My experience with novice traders is that they trade 3 to 5 times too big, said Bruce Kovner, a founder trader with a rate of return of 87. And again, everybody, our problem is in here. You know, we learned all the strategy and the systems, and we learned market structure and trend lines and support and resistance, and we learned about risk management. Why don't we follow the rules? Is the psychology part that is messing with us, everybody. The greed, the fear, the beliefs, you know. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about the market? Do you trust your education? You know? What do you allow or permit in your life? What don't you allow in your life? In the last sense, it's all about psychology. You know? Time to Shine said, awesome. I said, no, we, the old guys, we are not awesome. We are boring. Because we are telling you all the same stuff every year. Strategy and or system and the risk management is not going to help you if you don't have, say with me, if you don't have your heart and your mind in the right place, everybody. It's not going to help you. So we're going to be together in the next year, and 2021 and 2022 and 2023, right? And still, I'll be talking to you, you know, about the importance of the psychology. Passion, I don't get it, man. Help me. Work on your psychology. I want to do this so bad. What is that, Time to Shine? We have 2 more minutes. What is that you want to do this so bad? What is that, Time to Shine? Paul Tudor Jones says, why risk everything on one trade? Why not make your life a pursuit of happiness rather than the pursuit of pain? It's a question about psychology. Larry Hyde says, never risk more than 1% of your total equity on any trade, but by risking 1%, I am indifferent to any individual trade. Again, it's all about psychology. Marty Schwartz says, never risk your family security. Before taking a position, always know the amount you are willing to lose. He's talking about psychology. William O'Neill says, the key is to lose the least amount of money when you are wrong. And Tatchan says, be successful trading, work on myself. Just continue to work on your psychology. Richard Dennis says, you have to minimize your losses and try to preserve capital for those few instances when you can make a lot in a very short period of time. What you can't afford to do is throw away your capital on suboptimal trade. Again, it's all about psychology, everybody. If you understand psychology, it's not about risk, it's about psychology. Because psychology is going to force you to, or lead you to act. Most traders have a tendency to take risks that are too large at the beginning. They tend not to be selective enough when they take risks. And the last one, Tom Baldwin says, the object is always to minimize your risk. Everybody, it's all about psychology. Time to Shine, and just purchase your book to read. Thank you, Time to Shine. Okay everybody, see you back tomorrow. This is our last week before we take a vacation, so until tomorrow, stay strong and work on yourself with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.